Sheikhs, supercars, and sky-high skyscrapers. Just another day in the life of Dubai's royal family. But behind the glitz and glam, one man is living so large, he makes every other billionaire look broke. Get ready to see how the richest prince on the planet gets down. Ever wonder what it's like to be a real-life prince with billions in the bank? Sheikh Hamdan ain't your average royal. This dude's got a lifestyle so insane you gotta see it to believe it. I'm talking cars, yachts, private jets, you name it, he's got it. But what's the Crown Prince of Dubai spending all that cash on? And how'd he end up with a whopping $13.9 billion anyway? There's a whole lot of mystery around this guy's over-the-top luxury life. So I did some digging to uncover the secrets behind Sheikh Hamdan's billions. From his family's mind-blowing fortune to his own personal stash of toys, we're about to take a wild ride through the flashiest, most extravagant world you've ever seen. Trust me, you don't want to miss this. Meet Sheikh Hamdan. Introducing to you the man behind the billions, Sheikh Hamdan bin Mohammed bin Rashid Al Maktoum, aka Fadza. Born on November 14, 1982, this dude's the second son of Sheikh Mohammed bin Rashid Al Maktoum, the big man in charge of Dubai. With a whopping 22 siblings, family gatherings must be wild. Growing up, Hamdan hit the books at Rashid School for Boys in Dubai before moving on to the Dubai School of Government. But he didn't stop there. This prince wanted to be a soldier too. In 2001, he graduated from the Royal Military Academy Sandhurst, the same spot where Prince William and Prince Harry learned to salute. After Sandhurst, Hamdan kept on learning at the London School of Economics, but it was his time at Sandhurst that stuck with him. In a 2012 interview, he said it taught him all about self-discipline, commitment, virtue, responsibility, endurance, understanding, teamwork, friendship, and the benefits of hard work. Talk about a well-rounded royal. Before he even hit the quarter-century mark, Hamdan was already crushing it. In September 2006, he became the chairman of the Dubai Executive Council. Then, on February 1, 2008, his pops appointed him as the Crown Prince of Dubai, while his bro Sheikh Maktoum took the deputy ruler spot. As Crown Prince, Hamdan brought in some fresh faces and money experts to help him run the show. He's got his hands in all sorts of stuff. The Sheikh Mohammed bin Rashid Establishment for Young Entrepreneurs, the Dubai Sports Council, and the Dubai Autism Center, just to name a few. When Dubai was trying to host the World Expo 2020, Hamdan played a huge part in making it happen. He even waved the UAE flag from the top of Burj Khalifa when they won the bid. Can you imagine the view from up there? But Hamdan's not just about business and politics. He's got a creative side too. Under the pen name Fadza, which means the one who helps in Arabic, he writes poetry that's pretty popular in the Arab world. So there you have it. A prince, a soldier, a poet, and a billionaire all rolled into one. A glimpse of his wealth. So just how loaded is the Al Maktoum family? Well, back in 2013, their net worth was estimated at a jaw-dropping $13.9 billion. That's right, billion with a B. And a big chunk of that comes from Hamdan's father, Sheikh Mohammed bin Rashid Al Maktoum. See, Sheikh Mohammed isn't just Hamdan's dad. He's also the Vice President and Prime Minister of the United Arab Emirates and the ruler of Dubai. Talk about a resume. This guy's been running the show since 2006, and he's played a massive role in turning Dubai into the glitzy, skyscraper-filled city it is today. Under Sheikh Mohammed's rule, Dubai's economy has exploded. We're talking major investments in real estate, tourism and infrastructure. The city's got the tallest building in the world, the Burj Khalifa, and some of the most luxurious hotels and resorts you've ever seen. And let's not forget about Dubai's man-made islands, like the Palm Jumeirah, which looks like a palm tree from space. But Sheikh Mohammed's influence goes way beyond just Dubai. As the Vice President and Prime Minister of the UAE, he's been instrumental in shaping the country's policies and direction. He's a big believer in education and innovation, and he's poured a ton of money into schools, universities, and research centers across the UAE. He's also a major player on the global stage. Sheikh Mohammed's always rubbing elbows with world leaders and business tycoons, making deals and partnerships that have helped put the UAE on the map. And when he's not busy running the country, he's usually indulging in his favorite hobby, horse racing. The dude's got his own stables and everything, so it's no surprise that Hamdan looks up to his dad as a role model and mentor. Hamdan once said, "My testimony to His Highness Mohammed bin Rashid Al Maktoum, Vice President and Prime Minister of the UAE and ruler of Dubai, remains inadequate. I shall not be able to repay him no matter what I say." Talk about a proud son, luxury on wheels. Talking about luxurious cars, Sheikh Hamdan ain't playing around. This dude's got a collection that'll make any car enthusiast drool. I'm talking about some of the rarest, most expensive whips on the planet. First up, the Bugatti Veyron. This bad boy's known for being one of the fastest cars in the world, with a top speed that'll blow your mind, over 250 miles per hour. But speed ain't the only thing this car's got going for it. It's the definition of luxury on wheels. But that's just the start. Sheikh Hamdan's also the proud owner of a Lamborghini Veneno Roadster. Now this ain't your average Lambo. They only made a handful of these beauties, which means spotting one on the streets is like finding a unicorn. And let's not forget about the Ferrari LaFerrari. This hybrid hypercar is all about combining raw power with cutting-edge tech. It's the kind of ride that turns heads and drops jaws wherever it goes. But Sheikh Hamdan's not just about the flashy supercars. He's got a soft spot for SUVs too, like his Mercedes-Benz G63 AMG. This thing's a beast, with luxury features that'll make you feel like royalty while you're tackling any terrain. The McLaren P1 is another gem in his collection. With its sleek aerodynamic design, this car looks like it's ready to take flight, and with its insane performance specs, it practically does. Of course, no billionaire's car collection would be complete without a few Rolls-Royces. Sheikh Hamdan's got a bunch, including the Wraith and the Phantom. These cars are the epitome of class and sophistication, with interiors that'll make you never want to leave. But it's not all about the modern marvels. Sheikh Hamdan's got an appreciation for the classics too. He's got a few vintage rides in his collection that showcase his love for automotive history. And the best part, the dude loves to show off his rides on social media. His followers get to see snippets of his insane collection, giving them a taste of that billionaire lifestyle. So yeah, when it comes to cars, Sheikh Hamdan's in a league of his own. But his love for luxury doesn't stop there. Wait until you see his yacht collection. These floating palaces are gonna blow your mind. Seas of gold. But enough about his wheels. Let's talk about how this crown prince conquers the seas. You thought his car collection was impressive? Wait until you see the fleet of super yachts this guy's got. I'm talking about vessels so luxurious they make 5-star hotels look like motels. First up, there's the Quattro L, a 282-foot behemoth built by Lürsen. This thing's got 6 decks, 2 helipads, because one just isn't enough, and an interior that's straight out of a James Bond movie, thanks to the geniuses at Nuvolari and Leonard. We're talking swimming pools, gyms, beauty salons, you name it, this yacht's got it. It's like a floating city of luxury, but that's not the only jaw-dropper in Sheikh Hamdan's collection. He's also got the Smeralda, a 253-foot silver beauty that looks like it's from the future. This one's all about those sleek lines and modern vibes, with tons of space to kick back and soak up the sun. And let's not forget about the onboard cinema and the spa, because what's a yacht without a little pampering? Of course, these aren't just for show. Sheikh Hamdan uses his yachts for everything from hosting epic parties to closing business deals. You might catch him cruising around the French Riviera or anchored off the coast of the Maldives, living it up with his crew of VIPs. But here's the real kicker. These are just the yachts we know about. Rumor has it, Sheikh Hamdan's got a whole fleet of secret vessels that he breaks out for special occasions. I mean, when you're rolling in billions, why not have a yacht for every day of the week? So, yeah, when it comes to living large on the high seas, Sheikh Hamdan's in a league of his own. But he's not just about that yacht life. This dude's got a serious need for speed in the sky too, sky high. But that's just the beginning. This dude's got a serious need for speed in the sky too. When Sheikh Hamdan wants to soar above the clouds, he's got options. His fleet of private jets and helicopters is the stuff of legends. Picture this, you're chilling on your mega yacht, sipping on some bubbly when you hear the whir of rotors overhead. That's just Sheikh Hamdan casually dropping in for a visit in one of his tricked-out choppers. He's been spotted cruising around in various models, each one more luxurious than the last. But when he really wants to travel in style, he hops aboard one of his private jets. These aren't your average Boeings or Airbuses. We're talking about custom-designed, state-of-the-art machines that are basically flying mansions. Take the Airbus A380, for example. This double-decker behemoth is the epitome of luxury air travel. Sheikh Hamdan's been seen living it up on this bad boy, enjoying all the perks that come with owning the world's largest passenger jet. We're talking private suites, gourmet dining, and entertainment systems that'll make your head spin. But even when he's not jetting off to some exotic location, Sheikh Hamdan's still living the high life in the sky. He's got a soft spot for helicopters, and he's not afraid to show it. Whether he's doing an aerial tour of Dubai's mind-blowing skyline or just popping over to one of his many mansions, this prince is always traveling in style. And let's be real, when you're a billionaire crown prince, convenience is key. No more dealing with traffic jams or airport security lines. With his fleet of private aircraft, Sheikh Hamdan can go wherever he wants, whenever he wants. It's like having a magic carpet, but with way more horsepower. So yeah, when it comes to living large in the sky, Sheikh Hamdan's got it all figured out. Palatial mansions. When Sheikh Hamdan's not cruising around in his supercars or jet-setting to exotic locations, he's kicking back in some of the most jaw-dropping mansions you've ever seen. I'm talking about palaces so big, they make Buckingham look like a studio apartment. Take his private pad in the Nad al-Sheba area of Dubai. This place is like something straight out of a fairy tale. We're talking traditional Arabic architecture meets modern luxury with lush gardens and courtyards that'll make you feel like you've stepped into a whole new world. But that's not the only place Sheikh Hamdan calls home. He's also got a sick mansion on the Palm Jumeirah, one of Dubai's most iconic man-made islands. I mean, can you imagine waking up to those views of the Arabian Gulf every morning? And let's not forget about the private beach access, because when you're a billionaire, you don't share your sand with anyone. But it's not just about the location. These mansions are tricked out with every luxury you can imagine. We're talking infinity pools, private gyms, and entertainment areas that are straight out of an MTV Cribs episode. And don't even get me started on the technology. These places are so smart, they practically run themselves. Of course, when you're the Crown Prince of Dubai, you don't just have one or two mansions, you've got a whole portfolio of them. Rumor has it Sheikh Hamdan's got properties all over the world, each one more extravagant than the last. But he's a pretty private guy, so we may never know just how many palaces he's got hidden away. But here's the thing, for Sheikh Hamdan, it's not just about living in the lap of luxury. These mansions are also the perfect place to entertain his VIP guests and host some of the most exclusive events in the world. I mean, can you imagine being invited to a party at one of these places? It's like stepping into a whole new level of opulence. So yeah, Sheikh Hamdan's mansions are straight up bonkers, but that's just the tip of the iceberg when it comes to his lavish lifestyle. I mean, have you ever wondered what a day in the life of this billionaire crown prince looks like? Well, buckle up, because it's a wild ride. First off, this dude's an early riser. He's up at the crack of dawn, getting his fitness on with some cycling or running. And we're not talking about a quick jog around the block. Sheikh Hamdan takes this stuff seriously. In fact, he's the mastermind behind the Dubai Fitness Challenge, which gets the whole city moving for 30 minutes a day for 30 days straight. But it's not all sweat and spandex for this royal. Once he's done with his morning workout, it's time to get down to business. As the chairman of the Dubai Executive Council, Sheikh Hamdan's got a lot on his plate. He's also heavily involved with the Dubai Autism Center and the Dubai Sports Council, so his days are packed with meetings and administrative duties. But here's the thing, even when he's knee-deep in royal responsibilities, Sheikh Hamdan still finds time for his passions. He's an avid photographer, and his Instagram feed is like a window into his world. With over 16 million followers, he's basically a social media superstar. And when the sun goes down, that's when things really get interesting. Sheikh Hamdan's an adrenaline junkie, and he's not afraid to push the limits. Whether he's skydiving, horseback riding, or deep sea diving, this prince is always chasing the next thrill. Oh, and did I mention he's a licensed equestrian and skydiver? Yeah, he's kind of a big deal. But at the end of the day, family comes first for Sheikh Hamdan. Despite his crazy schedule and all the glitz and glamour, he always makes time for his loved ones. It's not uncommon to see him sharing candid snaps of his kids and other family members on social media. So there you have it, a glimpse into the daily life of Dubai's crown prince. It's a hectic mix of royal duties and personal passions, all wrapped up in a seriously luxurious package. adrenaline junkie, and when it comes to chasing thrills, ain't nothing holding this prince back. Sheikh Hamdan's got a serious need for speed, and he's not afraid to push the limits to get his adrenaline fix. I mean, have you seen this guy skydive? He's a semi-professional at it, and he's got the Instagram posts to prove it. No, really, check out his feed sometime. It's like a highlight reel of his most death-defying jumps. But it's not just about falling out of planes for this daredevil royal. Sheikh Hamdan's also a beast on horseback. In fact, he's so good, he even won first place in the Sheikh Mohammed bin Rashid Al Maktoum Endurance Cup back in 2015. That's a 160 kilometers ride, folks, and he crushed it like it was nothing. And don't even get me started on his deep-sea diving adventures. When he's not ruling Dubai or jumping out of perfectly good aircraft, you can find Sheikh Hamdan exploring the depths of the Arabian Gulf. He's even got a lobster buddy named Larry that he likes to introduce to his Instagram followers. I mean, how many crown princes do you know that have crustacean pals? But wait, there's more. Sheikh Hamdan's also into spearfishing, cycling, ziplining, snowboarding and paddle tennis. Basically, if it gets his heart racing, he's all about it. And the crazier the better. Take his recent conquest of the Half-Dome hike in Yosemite National Park. This is one of the most notorious trails in California, with a 800-foot elevation gain and a terrifying final ascent up the iconic dome. But did that stop Sheikh Hamdan? Nope, he tackled that beast like a boss, all while documenting the journey for his millions of Instagram followers. And that's the thing about Sheikh Hamdan. He's not just doing these wild stunts for the thrill of it. He's also using his platform to inspire others to get out there and live life to the fullest. That's why he started the Dubai Fitness Challenge, encouraging everyone in the city to commit to 30 minutes of physical activity a day for 30 days straight. He's leading by example, showing that you don't have to be a royal to live an adventurous, active lifestyle. So yeah, when it comes to high-octane hobbies, Sheikh Hamdan is in a league of his own. But he's not just doing it for the gram. He's got a genuine passion for pushing himself to the limit and inspiring others to do the same. And in a city like Dubai, where everything is about being the biggest and the best, that's a pretty refreshing attitude. Public life. Hey folks, you'd better believe it. Sheikh Hamdan is all over the gram, and he's not just showing off his wild side. With over 16 million followers on Instagram alone, this prince is giving us a serious peek into his day-to-day life. And let me tell you, it ain't all private jets and caviar dreams. Sure, you'll see plenty of pics of Sheikh Hamdan living his best billionaire life. We're talking first-class flights, exotic vacations, and some seriously swanky digs. But what really sets his feed apart is how he uses it to connect with the people of Dubai. This dude is out there mingling with the masses, hitting up local restaurants, and even riding the London Underground like a regular Joe. Well, a regular Joe with a billion-dollar bank account. And it's not just the Emiratis that are getting FaceTime with the prince. Sheikh Hamdan's all about bringing people together, and his social media is a testament to that. He's often seen rubbing elbows with expats from all over the world, whether he's attending community events or just grabbing a bite to eat. Talk about putting the social in social media, am I right? But here's the thing. Sheikh Hamdan's not just using his platform for the likes and follows. He's also dropping some serious wisdom bombs in the form of his poetry. Yeah, you read that right. The Crown Prince of Dubai is a bit of a wordsmith. He even publishes his stuff under the pen name Fadza, which is Arabic for the one who helps. And when he's not waxing poetic, Sheikh Hamdan is showing off his softer side with some seriously heartwarming family content. We're talking candid shots of him goofing around with his siblings, nieces and nephews, and some major dad goals moments with his own kiddos. It's a side of the prince that you don't often see in the glitz and glam of Dubai, but it's one that's definitely winning hearts all over the gram. So yeah, Sheikh Hamdan's social media game is on point. He's giving us a glimpse into his crazy, adrenaline-fueled life, but he's also showing us the man behind the crown, giving back. Looking at it, there's more to this prince than just his wild lifestyle and social media stardom. Turns out, Sheikh Hamdan's got a heart of gold when it comes to giving back to his community. This dude's philanthropic game is on a whole other level, and he's not afraid to put his money where his mouth is. Take the Dubai Autism Center, for example. Sheikh Hamdan's not just the chairman of this organization, he's a full-on supporter of their mission to help people with autism. And he's not just writing checks either. He's out there raising awareness and showing up for the cause in a big way. But that's just the tip of the iceberg when it comes to Sheikh Hamdan's charitable efforts. Remember that Emirati man who was battling cancer and posted a desperate plea for help on social media? Well, guess who stepped up to cover his entire medical treatment? That's right, the Crown Prince himself. Talk about a real-life superhero moment. And it's not just big gestures either. Sheikh Hamdan's also been known to fund free dental care for workers who can't afford it, and he even covered the medical expenses and hooked up a cruise around Dubai's lagoons for a young Palestinian man who lost both his feet in a bomb attack. It's the kind of stuff that doesn't always make headlines, but it's making a real difference in people's lives. But Sheikh Hamdan's not just about throwing money at problems, he's also about inspiring people to take action. That's where the Dubai Fitness Challenge comes in. This dude's on a mission to make Dubai one of the most active cities in the world, and he's leading by example. By encouraging residents to commit to 30 minutes of physical activity every day for 30 days straight, he's showing that wellness is a priority for everyone, not just the elite. And let's not forget about Sheikh Hamdan's love for the arts. This prince is a bit of a Renaissance man, and he's not afraid to show it. When he's not writing poetry under his pen name Fazza, which means the one who helps in Arabic, by the way, he's supporting the arts through initiatives like the Hamdan International Photography Award. Established in 2011, this award is all about recognizing outstanding photographic work from around the globe and encouraging the art of photography. Talk about a prince with a passion for creativity. So yeah, Sheikh Hamdan's not just living the high life, he's using his platform and his fortune to make a real difference in his community and beyond. Whether he's funding life-saving medical treatments, inspiring people to get active, or supporting the arts, this prince is proving that wealth isn't just about what you have, it's about what you do with it. Long-term impact. You already know Sheikh Hamdan's living the billionaire dream, but his influence goes way beyond just his own lavish lifestyle. This dude's spending habits and initiatives are straight up shaping Dubai's economy and society in a big way. I mean, think about it. When you've got a guy dropping millions on luxury cars, yachts and properties, it's bound to have a ripple effect. All that cash flowing into the local economy is creating jobs, boosting businesses, and putting Dubai on the map as a hub for the ultra-wealthy. It's like the ultimate stimulus package, courtesy of the Crown Prince himself. But it's not just about the money either. Sheikh Hamdan's vision for Dubai is all about harnessing the potential of the city's youth and driving development in key sectors like healthcare, social services, and sports. By investing in the next generation and creating opportunities for growth, he's setting the stage for a brighter, more prosperous future for all of Dubai's residents. And let's not forget about the impact of Sheikh Hamdan's philanthropic efforts. When you've got a guy funding medical treatments, providing free dental care, and supporting education initiatives, it's not just changing individual lives, it's transforming entire communities. By using his wealth and influence to give back, Sheikh Hamdan is creating a culture of compassion and generosity that's inspiring others to follow in his footsteps. But here's the thing, Sheikh Hamdan's impact isn't just limited to Dubai. As a global figure with a massive social media following, he's got the power to influence trends and behaviors on a worldwide scale. Whether he's promoting fitness through the Dubai Fitness Challenge or showcasing the city's cutting-edge architecture and innovation, he's putting Dubai on the map as a leader in everything from wellness to technology. So, yeah, Sheikh Hamdan's billionaire lifestyle may be the stuff of dreams, but it's his long-term impact on Dubai's economy and society that's the real story here. By using his wealth and influence to drive growth, create opportunities, and give back to his community, he's not just living the high life, he's shaping the future of an entire city. Speaking of royalty, Sheikh Hamdan ain't the only one living large. Nah, there's a whole world of royal families out there, each with their own unique style and flair. Global comparisons. Alright, so Sheikh Hamdan's living the dream, but he ain't the only royal out there making waves. Nah, there's a whole crew of them, each with their own flavor of luxury. Take the British royal fam, for example. Sure, Prince William and Prince Harry might have gone to the same fancy military academy as Sheikh Hamdan, but they ain't exactly known for their extreme sports skills, you feel me? Nah, these guys are all about that charitable life, getting their hands dirty with public service and whatnot. And don't even get me started on Prince Charles. This dude's so into the environment, he's practically a tree hugger. Heritage conservation, sustainable living, that's his jam. Meanwhile, Sheikh Hamdan's over here like, yo, let's make Dubai the hottest spot on the planet for business and tourism, you heard? Two different worlds, man. But hey, at least Sheikh Hamdan's got that poetic side, right? My man's out here publishing love poems under a pen name, keeping it real with that romantic vibe. Can't say the same for most other royals who probably ain't got time for that artsy stuff between all their fancy dinners and ribbon-cutting ceremonies. Now the Saudi royal fam, they're on a whole other level. Crown Prince Mohammed bin Salman's so focused on whipping his country into shape with those economic reforms and modernization plans, he probably don't even know what a hobby is. Vision 2030. More like vision, no sleep till we're the best, am I right? But if we're talking sports, Sheikh Tamim bin Hamad Al Thani over in Qatar is giving Sheikh Hamdan a run for his money. I mean, have you seen the FIFA World Cup they're hosting in 2022? That's some next level stuff right there. Too bad we don't get to see much of Sheikh Tamim's day-to-day though. Dude keeps it on the DL. Course, when it comes to animals, ain't nobody touching Sheikh Hamdan. Horses, falcons, camels, you name it, he's got a connection to it. Kinda like King Abdullah II of Jordan, who's also a big horse guy. Maintaining privacy. So you're probably thinking, with all this jet-setting and insta-flexing, how does Sheikh Hamdan keep it all under wraps? I mean, a crown prince has gotta have some serious security, right? Well, you ain't wrong, my friend. See, when you're the heir to the throne of Dubai, your safety is priority numero uno. We're talking top-notch security protocols that'd make even James Bond jealous. But here's the thing, most of these measures are kept on the down low because you don't want the bad guys knowing your every move, you feel me? But just because we can't get all the juicy deets doesn't mean we can't connect the dots. I mean, have you ever seen Sheikh Hamdan rolling solo? Nah, he's always got his crew with him, and I ain't just talking about his squad of pals. We're talking a full-on security detail with both the muscle you can see and the tech you can't. And when he's jet-setting around the world, you better believe every trip is planned out like a military operation. Commercial flights, private jets, don't matter. Sheikh Hamdan's security team is on it like white on rice, making sure he gets from A to B without a hitch. But here's the real kicker. Even with all this heavy-duty protection, Sheikh Hamdan still manages to keep it real with his peeps. I mean, have you seen his Insta? Dude's out there living his best life, sharing his adventures with the world. But don't get it twisted. Every post, every pic, every vid is carefully curated to make sure he's not putting himself at risk. It's all about balance, baby. Sheikh Hamdan's got to maintain that public persona while still keeping his private life on lock. That's why you'll see him out there crushing it at public events and giving back to the community. But you won't catch him slipping when it comes to his personal biz. And let's not forget about his cribs. You already know Sheikh Hamdan's got some seriously swanky pads. But what you might not know is that they're all tricked out with the latest and greatest in security tech. We're talking state-of-the-art systems that'd make Fort Knox look like a kid's piggy bank. But even with all these precautions, Sheikh Hamdan still manages to keep it cool with his subjects.